Alrighty, Oscar. This year makes 29 years since your mom sadly passed away. You also lost her at a tender age of 17, in which someone really needs their mom. Looking back on it, how much time has passed, and now that you're a part of this amazing campaign, how different do you think your life would have been had she been around?
Well, being part of the American Cancer Society Real Men Wear Pink campaign has been a huge honor. The fact that I lost my mother when I was 17 years old was obviously a devastating blow to me and my family and everyone around me. But it gave me the strength and the courage, the power, so to speak, to go out there and speak about it and be about it and create awareness that look, it's okay to let your guard down. It's okay and tell men that it's okay to wear the color pink, bring awareness to your loved ones, talk about it, be about it. So going through this painful experience with my mother, watching her fight the fight gave me the strength to become who I am today, inside and outside the ring.
Great. Dealing with grief and yet winning gold during the 1992 Olympics, has that been the most bittersweet moment of your career, considering your biggest supporter wasn't there to see you shine?
Mm-hmm.
What's a piece of advice that you have for those that are coping with grief and the loss of a parent?
Well, 1991 and 1992 were the toughest years of my life. When my mother passed away, knowing the fact that she was not going to be there to experience the me winning the gold medal physically was a pain that I would never wish upon anyone. But again, it made me stronger. It made me feel courageous that I can stand up and do this, and do it for myself and do it for her. The advice I would give anyone is don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of standing up. Don't be afraid of telling yourself and looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, it's okay. It's going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. I have the strength. I have the courage. I can do this. Surround yourself with people that you love, people that support you. My support system was incredible, starting with my father and including my little sister and my siblings. But it starts with you. Make sure that you believe in yourself, that you can get through it.
Great. What are some initiatives that you have in place to keep the memory of your mother alive?
Well, to keep my memory alive of my mother, I obviously constantly think about her every single day. There's no time of the day or of the month or year that I do not think about her. Everything reminds me of her, and the reason why I continue to not forget about her is because she continues she gives me the strength to believe in myself, in everything that I set myself to do, whether it's in business, whether it's mentoring other kids, whether it's being part of these types of campaigns with the American Cancer Society. She gives me the power, the courage, the strength to continue doing what I'm doing. So I keep her memory alive, and therefore my strength and my courage continues to build, so I can help mentor and other kids or other families or anyone who's going through this type of situation.
Gotcha. Now we're in the middle of Hispanic Heritage Month. Share with us what it meant to you to fight during both Mexican Independence Day weekend and the start of Hispanic Heritage Month.
Well, Hispanic Heritage Month is a fun time of the year where I personally can reminisce about my times battling it out inside the ring, whether it was Cinco de Mayo, whether it was September 16th, which is Mexican Independence Day. Those were beautiful times where we can all enjoy some great fights, where we can gather with family, eat some great food, and just be proud of our heritage. October is a month to celebrate. October is a month to just be excited about how privileged we are to be living in this country and sharing our experiences, whether you live in Mexico and now live in the U.S., whether you moved from a different part of the country. October is that type of month where you can just celebrate and be proud.
Awesome. Now, being born in the U.S., what are some of the challenges representing? What are the challenges representing your Mexican heritage? Did being born in the U.S. create a challenge?
Well, being born in the U.S. Obviously is a privilege and an honor, and I'm very proud of it. The challenges were obviously maybe a little bit of the criticism from the Mexican national, including some of my siblings that were born in Mexico, but it's part of our culture. Our culture is all about demonstrating and showing people that we're proud. We're proud of our roots. Our roots are Mexican. You know, I'm proud to be born here in this country. I'm proud to be a representative of the U.S. Olympic team in 1992. But also I'm so proud of the blood that runs through my veins, and it's Mexican. So there are challenges. There are some good things that come, from it. But it's an honor. It's an honor to be called a Mexican American.
Great. I like that response. How do you make sure to stay connected to your culture? Is it through food, staying connected to the community, music, being able to speak Spanish?
Well, the way I stay connected is by being about it, by talking about it, by being proud of my roots and never forgetting. I remember I fought the great Julio Cesar Chavez, who was the Mexican king, the Mexican idol, the Mexican icon, and I was actually considered the gringo from the U.S. Although I did have Mexican roots in me, people did not understand that, and so I believed in it. I understood that, look, I have roots, I have blood that's Mexican, and I continue to live it. I continue to try and convince people that this is who I am. This is why I'm proud of being Mexican. So it's all about living it every day. It's all about sticking to your roots, sticking to your message, and being proud. And then eventually people will recognize that and believe it.
Great. Now you mentioned something about boxing, so we're going to go into some boxing questions now. The anniversary of your fight against Felix Trinidad turned 20 this year. Do you catch yourself sometimes reliving the fight, or did you let that part of your career go because there was nothing you could do to change the outcome? And if you want to share with us, how many times did you watch the fight to try to see if there was a different outcome?
The Felix Trinidad fight is probably the only fight that I will ever regret in my career. That still haunts me till this day. It's a fight that I believed, and I believe the majority of the people who watched it believe that I won. But it's a fight that I could have fought differently. My style was a very aggressive style. My style was one that wanted to knock you out and close the show. And for some reason, those last 3 rounds against Felix Trinidad, I decided to kind of cruise and take a victory in that fashion instead of closing the show and try to knock him out. They gave him the decision, and there's nothing I can do about it, but it still haunts me till this day. It's one of those fights where people ask me every single day, like, what happened? Why did you not beat him? Or why did you not close the show? So if there was a fight that I can redo all over again, it would be the Felix Trinidad fight, because it's a fight that I could have done a lot better in.
Well, since you just touched upon it, you said you would go back in time and redo it again. Do you at times regret not going for the rematch? Was a rematch an option?
Well, the rematch was out of my hands. Basically, it was up to the promoters who, at the time, it was Don King, who was Felix Trinidad's promoter, and Bob Arum, who was my promoter. They didn't get along. They couldn't agree to the numbers, and so the rematch never happened. But I strongly feel that the reason why this rematch didn't happen is because Don King knew that if we would have had that rematch, I would have knocked out his star pupil. So, it's very unfortunate because the fans didn't get to watch the rematch. But, I guess it is what it is.
Great. What's something that people don't know about you that you would like to share with us?
I guess I'm a big jokester. I love to joke around amongst friends and family, and I love karaoke. Which if I see a karaoke machine, then I'm the biggest hog ever. I'll take the mic and have it all night. So, and as I continue drinking tequila shots, my voice gets better.
Now, lastly, Oscar, will the world ever get to hear another music album from you?
I recorded my album back in the day, and I was fortunate enough to receive a Grammy nomination next to Christina Aguilera and Shakira. It was actually a really good album. I listened to a few songs even today, and it's like, whoa! I didn't know I have such a good voice. But no, not anytime soon. I think we'll leave the singing in the shower.
Awesome. Thanks, Oscar.
Thank you.